And hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a peek at some lovely products off the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my coworkers and colleagues. Thank y'all for coming out and partying as always. Thank you. And today I am going to get us started because we have a topical in the form of the Mobius patch. This is, and for those who don't know, a topical is something you would apply epidermally to receive designated or desired effects. This is their monthly patch for the female suffering from cramps and things of that nature. However, regardless of what you suffer from, this has cannabinoids going into your skin epidermally. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I don't know that I've tried a patch within the last 3 to 4 years. And when it comes to patches, especially for if you are active, if you do exercise, as far as muscle soreness and things like that, and you don't want to be reeking of weed, or you don't want to smoke anything, or you don't necessarily want to eat an entire edible to get, effects for an area that's this big, I think a patch is fantastic. Also, little fun trick and tip in advance, you can cut the patch to however size your heart desires. If you don't need this big ass thing, don't put this big ass thing, you know what I'm saying, depending on how big the area is you want to work with. But more importantly than that, very hot water. Boiling, steaming, I don't know if you can see this, is fucking steaming ass, hot ass water. But anyways, I always advise using a warm compress. So you got yourself a rag. What I'm going to do is we're going to pour this on the yaya. Hey. Pouring this on the warm rag. Malcolm, don't burn yourself. Right? Yeah, I poured way too much. That's just fucking hot. And we're going to let this cool down. Bring it out a little bit. Okay, and where I'm going to apply this, I want to actually apply this in an area in which I have an ailment, although I don't really have an ailment, which is kind of pissing me off, but that's all right. I'm going to do the back of my neck. So we're going to take our hot rag now, and we're just going to apply it to the back of our neck. Yeah. And basically, we do this because it opens up the pores in the skin to help better receive the cannabinoids in which you are putting into it. Whether it be a patch, whether it be this feels good as fuck. Whether it be a patch or whether it be a lotion or an oil or anything like that. So, excited for this. We're going to go ahead and try this on the back of the neck. Open up those pores like I said. And as we crank this bad boy open, this is the Mobius monthly patch. It is 50 milligrams of CBD, 25 milligrams of THC. And on the back, they give some awesome little, information. Active ingredients: cannabis distillate, magnesium, vitamin D3, evening primrose extract, and rose essential oil. Our monthly patch is a woman's secret weapon. Cannabis botanical extracts and essential oils help soothe and nurture the body. Try it and breeze through those tough cycles. It says to start, swipe with index finger from any corner to peel. Place patch on clean, dry skin for best results. Place on lower abdomen. Effects may last up to 8 hours. Peel off and discard after use. It says it's hypoallergenic, it is latex free, and this is water resistant, which is really, really fun. Letting you know you could use this out and about in the rough and real world. It says scan and learn about patches on this little top yaya as well. Big shout out to Mobius doing some cool ish. But let's crack this bad boy open. As we rip this open, can I smell it already? Let's see. It smells kind of soapy in an artificial way. I don't know if I like that as much. But I know it is not this little ass patch. This is so tiny. This is dumb tiny. What kind of thing is this going to help with the cramps?
It's, I'm going to be honest. It would need to be a lot bigger than that.
You know what I mean?
I was just about to say,
this
personally, I think that should be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Unless it is that potent or unless it is that effect, you know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah.
But also, I'm a little skeptical so far. But as I smell it, it's just like a little soapy and like maybe vinegary, I guess is like the right word. But anyways, it says
Okay, so I'm doing two things. One, okay, let's start. Mobius, I'm also doing a patch. This is their happy patch. It is 50 milligrams of THC and 50 milligrams of CBD. It's their 1-to-1.
Gotcha.
This smells like vanilla and honeysuckle. Is so good. It does not at all smell like weed at all. It does have like a little scan thing at the very top, so if you want to learn more about their product and their patches, they do have that option, which I think is really cool. Active ingredients are pretty much the same thing as what Malcolm had: the cannabis distillate, vitamin D3, Damiana, I don't know, extract, saffron extract, vanilla extract, and honeysuckle essential oil. Our happy patch is your fast pass to cloud 9. A 1-to-1 CBD THC formula blends with aromatic botanicals to put a smile on your face. Try it and find your sunshine. Same thing, swipe with index finger from any corner to peel. Place patch on clean, dry skin for best results. Run inside, blah, blah, blah. Peel off the scratchies. So I was like, I've never done a patch before. I don't know how long it's going to take to kick in, what I'm going to be able to talk about, all this stuff. So I may or may not have put the patch on about 3 hours ago.
Gotcha.
I didn't do the thing to open up my pores. This guy's just been chilling on my wrist. You feel it, like it is there, you know, like but it is great, you know, like it's not something that people look for typically. It's very discreet. It does not smell like cannabis. And yeah, so far, like, honestly,
Gesundheit.
thank you.
Bless you.
50 milligrams of THC and 50 milligrams of CBD is a lot in a patch, and I've never done it this way. So I am feeling a little bit like lighter so far is like a good way to explain it. Like I feel a little bit, you know, my body feels more uplifted.
Okay.
You know, like very cerebral, I would say, in the sense that like I do feel very positive, you know. I don't quite feel like drowsy or anything. My body feels nice. But it's not like, I don't know.
It's not like smoking a bowl.
Exactly. It's not like smoking a bowl.
Now,
But, like,
would you say that this is it's the what are they what's the mission of it? What's the name of it again?
oh, the Happy Patch.
Happy Patch. Would you say this is more mood enhanced mentally, or just more physically put in a more serene state?
Honestly, I think it's going to be more of like a mental with like a slight physical.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? At least for me personally, like the physical is so much more slight to like the actual mental part of it, because like yeah, it feels good. I feel positive and it smells good. God, every time I smell it, I'm always like, it smells like vanilla, and I'm constantly talking with my hands, so I'm constantly getting whiffs of it. And yeah, I mean, that makes me happy. I like smelling like vanilla.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely more like mentally mood enhancing, I would feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
But
now,
we'll see.
yes, and that is also a single pack
Mhm.
of the
Just-
Mobius.
It was about the same size as the one that you had.
Yes.
So
Yes. Okay. And as far as the potency on it, what would you give it on a scale of 1 through 10 so far?
I mean, for me personally, I think it'd probably be like maybe like a 4
Gotcha.
or 5. Yeah, I would be intrigued to know if like maybe my mom did this, how she would feel.
Right.
You know, as someone, like, she doesn't smoke or anything, she just takes edibles, like half an edible every once in a while. But this is, I don't know, do you feel like 50 milligrams would affect her differently if it was, you know, transdermally?
Yes, definitely,
Yeah. Do you
definitely.
think she would feel like very stoned off of it?
No, I
You know
think
what I
it.
mean?
I feel like it might be less.
That's what I'm thinking, because
Yeah.
I don't think she'd feel like very stoned. I think her body might feel more relaxed, like calm.
Mm.
I'd be interested to find out.
Yes, you're gonna have to use her as guinea pig.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom. She'll thank me later.
That's right. That's right.
I mean,
Okay.
she did with those squared peanut butter and jelly chocolates. She fucks that shit up.
I'm sure they're good as hell.
Yeah, they are.
Great. Okay. And then what else are we trying for the episode?
So, we got these on our floor today. They are the Mount Baker 10 packs of pre-rolls.
Woo.
I have a couple different strains from them. I may have had some already, but not recently, but you know, I have them. I'm gonna try their drip station. It is an indica dominant hybrid, 60 to 40 is what it's labeled at. It's the Scotty, Too Hottie, and Greasy Runs is what their crosses are on this, which I've never heard of either of those, but I have heard of Drip Station before, so.
Yes.
Let me see here. And just to clarify, this is a pack of 10 for a ridiculous amount.
Right.
Ridiculous, and you can use your motherfucking points.
Discountable. Yep.
I will literally never stop preaching that shit.
Yes.
As wild. This is like very sweet.
Mm.
Sweet with like a little bit of like a pininess to it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Literally so impressed with this. It is just so tasty already as a dry pull. And yeah, as you can see, it is rolled quite nice for a pack of 10. You know, sometimes you get a pack of 10 and they're all kind of like
Squished up and yeah.
you know, and they come in bags. So a part of me is also hesitant when they're that much in a bag. You get all sorts, but they're packaged really well. This is like an unopened 10 pack. I can show y'all, but like they're not squished in there. Like there's enough room, you know.
Right.
And every one I've ever pulled out of the 10 pack has not been like a flat. So I appreciate that.
Okay.
So, and they're little raw cones. I'm excited to light this sucker up wherever my lighter is.
Yes. And big shout out to Mount Baker for the quality control. That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's making sure your product goes out the right way every time.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, Mount Baker.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Thank you, Emily. And then welcome to the podcast, Ms. Wanda.
Wanda.
Big welcome to Wanda, their premiere in the podcast. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Definitely.
Now, Ms. Wanda, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
Alrighty, so I, like Emily, have two things that I'm kind of trying out. So the first thing is going to be the Dragon Balm.
Excellent.
And I've already been using this. I just used the like roll-on. So I already knew I was going to like it. I really like it. This one specifically, I like that it's easier to apply to smaller areas
Beautiful.
than the roll-on. The roll-on, I feel like, is for bigger areas of coverage, just kind of like back, legs, kind of that thing. But it definitely does really, really help with muscle soreness. I struggle with like back pain, so I use the roll-on for back pain and everything, and that really helps. And then I also struggle with my feet. So I was actually, as soon as I got home, pretty much I put some on my feet, and that really, really helped. But yeah, I really like it. It is 200 milligram of THC,
Okay.
160 milligram CBD, 20 milligram of CBN, and 20 milligram of CBG. And the directions are to apply liberally and massage into the skin, and then wait 20 minutes before you reapply, if you need to reapply. I've found personally for myself that usually with the first application, it pretty much hits like that.
Gotcha.
And then I don't really have to apply after that. And usually for me, it lasts anywhere between like 3 to 6 hours.
Gotcha.
So that's really nice too. So, yeah.
Okay. And when you think about the Dragon Balm as far as the lotion, this is the 2-ounce container. How quickly would you say you go through the Dragon Balm when you use the Dragon Balm, whether it's roll-on or the salve?
Not that, like, it lasts a pretty long time. A little goes a long way with it, I've noticed, especially with the lotion.
Okay.
I noticed, like, I barely had to take any. But with the Dragon Balm, like, roll-on, I feel like I have to put just a little bit more.
Okay.
But again, that probably is the whole, it needing to be more space, or like, bigger areas of coverage. And I feel like that's probably why it needs a little bit more. But it definitely really works well. And then it especially works well if someone also, like, afterwards massages it in.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Shout
And
out to Joey for that.
yes, I was gonna say yes, partners. But okay, now when you open that Dragon Balm and give it a smell, how would you describe that smell?
Very, like, minty, very minty forward.
Okay.
Like, also kind of like eucalyptus.
Yes.
Very, but no weed. Like,
Nice.
very not like that much. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
Very
it smells
good.
really, really good. I love the smell of it.
Okay. And as far as what the smell of it is, how potent is the smell? Is it like a really loud, minty, like icy hot kind of smell?
So I'd say for the roll-on, it is very icy hot, minty, like, smell. And then I noticed with the actual lotion, it's not as in your face. It's more subtle, but it's still there.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. And then, thank you, Wanda. And what else are we trying tonight on that episode?
Yeah, and then I picked up the Sweetwater Farms. It's like kind of crystally.
Beautiful.
Dabs.
Okay.
And yeah,
And what's the name of this one?
it is. What was it? It is Raspberry Hucklefuck.
Beautiful. Excellent. Excellent. And when you smell that dab, what does that smell like?
It's very lemon forward
Nice.
with a bit of, like, diesel-y, like, yeah, diesel.
Okay. Excellent. And now, as far as the texture, you say that's more of the sugar. Are we dabbing this in a traditional banger?
So I have a e-nail.
Beautiful piece. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And I am currently sitting at 500.
Beautiful. And what's your glass's name?
I don't know. Joey, technically it's Joey's piece, so
Okay, fair.
I don't know if he's ever named it.
That's
You gotta
fair.
ask Joey.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah.
He's in the other room.
Or at least by the next episode, it's gotta
Yes,
be named.
Absolutely.
Gotta be
And
named.
then
Gotta be named.
I have my own, like, flower piece, and she is lovely.
Okay.
I have named her Paw because it's literally got paw prints all over it, so.
Adorable.
I love that.
Yes, Pa.
I love that. Okay, excellent. And we'll check back in with you in just a moment to see how that dab is treating you and how Sweetwater's doing. Also, big shout out to Sweetwater. Top shelf in both the dabs and the flower, but the flower's been definitely rocking and rolling and cranking and doing a great job. So I'm excited to
Yes,
see.
Rainbow.
Yes, and their Primus and the sweet sugar scone. They got a couple of things that are really.
Yeah, their lemon sugar stuff right now.
Yes, and the buds this round don't look as tight, but the smell is still there. Customers are coming in saying the flavor is still there, so I'm excited for sure. Excellent, yes, and okay, thank you, Wanda, and then now on this, this is the Mobius in the monthly patch. Immediately, I already feel cooling sensations coming, upon my neck. It's on the back of my neck in the middle. It's kind of like, everything's like, if there was a sound effect. It's like, over like the back of my neck and the sides of my neck. However, I said, although this is on my neck, I wonder if I will still feel it in my stomach. And as soon as I finish writing that, as you can see, I'm burping. My muscles are relaxing. The gases are moving. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's making space in order to be like filled with food. I'm definitely getting hungrier for sure already. What fucking time is it? It's 12:23. I just put this on. But the difference is with that warm compress, it's right away. It's right away. You know what I'm saying? When you open up your pores, that shit's right away. So it's really, really nice. And immediately I could definitely see this being helpful for, applying it to the abdomen. Also, although I'm not getting anything like dry mouth or anything like that, my eyelids are getting lower. I was tired, but now I'm like tired. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm starting to feel smiley and lazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot less specific with the thoughts that are, or I should say detailed with the thoughts that are coming into my head. I had a really, really busy day today. Had a great time today. But, you know what I'm saying? You can even hear my voice. My voice is going. The restaurant is insane in the morning. That shit's insane. Big shout out to Jam One Hawthorne as well and Champagne Poetry. I want to give a super shout out to Champagne Poetry and Chef Dan. We have a lovely customer that comes into HIGH-5 who drives a McLaren, two of them. Chef Dan just bought her very first McLaren, a McLaren 720 as well, and wrapped it sparkly pink, as she always does. As she always does. Great. So now she's got her fleet of sports cars, and a McLaren is now in one of them.
Wait, you were telling me about her cars before.
Yeah. She has a Ferrari, she has a Lamborghini, she has the McLaren, she has the Corvette C8. I'm in there. Most of them are pink. The Ferrari is red again. I think she took the wrap off of it. But come by Champagne Poetry. They'll be in the parking lot. She pulled the McLaren in the parking lot. There was we were so fucking busy on Saturday, and that's why. I was like, keep that shit at home, because people are coming inside just to see who's inside. They're like, whose is that? You know what I'm saying? And like our building's pink, the insides are pink, so they're like, it's got to be the owner or somebody that works here, and everybody's like, is that your car? And like we got one line, it literally wrapped outside the store, and then one line in the parking lot trying to look at the car and take a picture. You know what I'm saying? So they're funny, and she had the leave that motherfucker at home. And also we on Hawthorne, bro. It's very bold of you. I love, and we have our own parking lot, so it is safe. Okay. But also, people spray paint shit just cut. You know what I'm saying? But also there's a lot of. My thing is this. There's a lot of people that would have the tenacity to spray paint a building, but might not spray paint a car like that, at least, because it's like, wow, okay, I just want to take a picture. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely just want to upload this to my Instagram and, whatever.
Respect.
Exactly. Sure. It's like spray painting over a mural. You don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Even in Portland, you don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, that is hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of art.
Come on, and it's art. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get your point across in a spray painting. Imagine what they was trying to get across. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. Spray painting. I've seen some beautiful work, and Portland really does have some really talented spray painters.
Yes.
But don't do it over other people's art.
And don't. And I'm talking about spray, but when we say spray painting, we're talking about tagging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Bro, write it on the stop sign. Write it on the crosswalk sign. You know what I'm saying? On the back of it.
Replace that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Scrub it off.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Or do it over someone's artwork. That it's not something you can just scrub off.
No.
No.
Because then you're going to jeopardize their work too. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then there were time that would go in to try to fix it. And just don't.
No, just don't. And also, all the dumpsters in the world, let's spray paint the fucking dumpster. You know what I'm saying?
Make the dumpsters look better. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I lost track of where I was going. But, the cars. But yes, go to Champagne Poetry. She'll have them outside. It was really good for business, so I do understand why she does that. But at the same time, it's like, bro, I've been on work a double already. I'm so tired, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just don't have time for that. It's and don't get it's so cool. Like I walked outside and took my hat off. I was like, my hair needs to be out for this one. I was like, this is fucking cool. Like, and I've sat in his McLaren multiple times. What Chef did.
Oh, I know. I remember when you asked the customer,
Bro.
You're like, I have a favor. Can I please sit in it? And he literally was like, come on.
Yeah. You how many times you get a chance to sit in a McLaren? You know what I'm saying?
Cool. It's pretty cool.
You don't get the chance to do that often. But her honestly, hers is nicer. I like Chef Dan's. It's black and pink. Like you have to love that, and it's got sparkles. It's great. And that's my boss. I have to say hers is better. But nevertheless, big shout out to Champagne Poetry. Go check them out. But nevertheless, already I'm rambling. I'm tired, and definitely uplifted. And what I can't stress how much I'm feeling my stomach. It's growling. Like I said, I'm burping. This was not the case before I got on here. And I definitely was not as hungry when I got on here. So far, for a little mofo that's, one little thing, and I think I am gonna say a price is less than $15 or $20, whatever. It's less than $20, figure it out. You know what I mean? And it's discountable as well. I will say, now, this is one thing I want to mention. How tight is it as far as being on my neck? It's not tight enough to where I can't move my neck in its full range of motion. However, I do feel like a tight pull when I do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not uncomfortable. I don't feel it pinching hairs on my neck or anything like that. And I could definitely see me, wearing this out and about. Do I think that if I was, a female, let's say I was suffering from cramps, what is this so heavy, although, we're only, 30 minutes in, is this so heavy that I wouldn't be able to function out in public? For the sake of why this has been made as a monthly patch, I'm sure anything is better than the cramps that they would be dealing with, especially having something that would kind of cater to those types of, issues and problems. So I definitely, yes.
You can buy more than one and stick those motherfuckers on, cut them up however you want.
Yeah.
But if they are relatively cheap and they discount.
Yes.
Mondays. I was even gonna say I think they even qualify for Munchie Monday discount.
Yep.
So 20% off all edibles and topicals, I believe.
Yep. And tinctures.
And tinctures, yes. Seriously, even I am down to pick up a couple. I'm gonna try them. Shit, fuck it. I'll try next time. We'll see.
And let me know. Put it on your abdomen, but let me know what you really think about the crack. Because like I said, it's on the burst on the back of my neck.
Genuinely let you know.
Yes, I think they might be onto something here. This is a really
I'm
really.
Like, hey, maybe TMI, but also you asked me.
Right.
Oh man.
Don't forget about that one conversation we had about a month ago.
Yes, and I won't. But
that would be a really weird conversation.
Yeah. I'm like, Emily, what? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Once I quit.
But this so far. This is getting a thumbs up for me so far, and I'm excited to see just how more intense this gets. Okay, now Emily. How did we feel off of that joint and your patch still?
Okay. I am feeling quite hungry as well. I want to say it's due to the patch, but me, I always be snacking. I love my food. I do think it's partially from the patch because I am feeling quite happy and giggly. My body feels uplifted and it's making me hungry, It could also be from the joint as well. I have no idea. Could be a combo. I do feel like maybe smoking enhanced the THC a bit more. I wonder if that maybe helped.
Yes.
I do find that sometimes if I use a dragon bomb and then I smoke something that's supposed to be very indica heavy for me, very body heavy, it certainly I feel it a bit more,
Right.
So to me, I'm feeling great. And also, I have like a weird thing that goes on with this wrist like all day. Like I don't know what the fuck. Sometimes it just hurts out of nowhere, and like it's hard for me to hold and carry things. I should probably get checked out. But I have noticed. I know I have noticed since I think it's all the heavy bins at work, dude. Fucking always gets me. Sometimes I'm not prepared for them. But
drops have been scored. No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Okay, at least I don't drop colas.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Technically, I didn't drop it. I opened the case and that bitch flew out. I ain't dropped nothing. Yeah.
It's okay. It wasn't Malcolm's fault.
No.
It was straight out in the case against the door. So when he opened it, it just went ding.
Bling.
So.
And the customer didn't even want it. I was trying to get the old McDonald Alex in the front of it. It's like, I was like, what a surprise. I'm like, okay. It's like Boba. Okay.
The cola that we had did sell, so thank you, sweet baby Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel great. That wrist is not hurting is I think the point I was trying to get at. Normally something that would bring a lot of like tension, I can pick up like my bong and I don't feel that. And they do recommend applying it to your wrist, and that is where my source pain is. So not only is it the ideal place for it, but it also just happens to be where it's problematic for me. So it is helping and it's nice. Yeah, I'm a fan of these. I've never used the patches before, and I get people that inquire about them a lot, and I'm like, I genuinely don't know. So thank you.
Yes, I got your back. And also, the podcast is for every item and everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Love it.
But
they're important. It's important to talk about.
Yes, and also for the wrist, the topic of that, and like the areas with heavy blood flow that are responsible for pumping throughout. I think that also is a great way in order to get it through the whole body. My neck, I was like, I don't really feel like there's a lot of blood flow in the back of my neck. I was like, I doubt I feel this anywhere. And I genuinely feel this everywhere. And this shit is getting more intense as we speak.
I think the back of your head is a really sensitive spot. Yes. Like, it won't take much back there to really do some damage.
And there's a bunch of nerve endings down there as well, of course, the spine. But interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, thank you, Emily. And then as far as the joint, how smooth was that?
It gave me a coughing fit like when I first started.
Okay.
Honestly, pretty usual for me. I'm a cougher. But after that, it was smooth. I smoked it literally all the way down. Flavor was really good too. That sweet berryness really came through, and I was like really pleasantly surprised with how Mount Baker has been improving, getting their stuff back together. Yeah, I've been recommending them out to people, so I'm going to continue to do so and continue to buy them. So.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, very fair. And then, very fair. Now, because you thought you were safe, what's your favorite dish with? Everything. Ready? Let's see. What's your favorite dish with? That's way too specific. Okay, let's see. What is your favorite dish with capers? Go. 5.
Capers?
4.
Remind me what those are again.
Capers is like a brined peppercorn. And it's like green, it's soft, it kind of tastes like the sea. And they're usually like with seafood, like capers will be like in a pasta dish, or they'll like shrimp scampi will have capers. You know what I mean? Or like.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever had these. I'm not really like a huge seafood person.
Fair. They are a flavor bomb. Like capers, yeah, you put a caper in your mouth, it tastes like the ocean. Straight up.
Really? Like just salty.
Super salty, briny, but like not vinegary really. just like salty and briny. But they're good. I like them. And like salmon. Like if you eat salmon, dude, put capers on top of your salmon. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll give that a go.
Oh my god. A lot of.
I fucking love salmon.
So ready, let's say you made salmon, kosher salt, freshly ground cracked black pepper, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of what the fuck? Like kosher salt, freshly ground cracked, like what the fuck? Why can't I think of this? No, like ground thyme, and then you did like a lemon dill sauce. Capers would be in the sauce. Like you would cook the sauce with capers in it, and then lay that on top of the salmon.
That'd be bomb. Okay.
Oh my god.
That does sound really good.
Oh my god. That shit. And I'm so hungry right now. This patch is starting to hit me just like edibles do, kind of. Like, but it's a different vibe.
Feeling that way.
It's a different vibe though. It's lighter. You know what this is reminding me of? Alcohol. Tequila will get you one way. Jack Daniels will also get you one. Whiskey will get you one way. You know what I'm saying? Vodka will get you one way. And I was literally, somebody made me a drink the other day, and I was like, this would be good, but only if it had tequila. And then I was drinking, like I finished a drink. I'm an alcoholic. I finished a drink, and I was really thinking to myself, I was like, I feel good, but I just feel different. And the next night, we were giving away wine. The owners are like getting rid of all this wine that they have. So, you know what I'm saying? I took 3 bottles, you know what I'm saying? As everybody did, you know what I'm saying? And I got 2 reds. Big shout out to A to Z, Pinot Noir. I got a Chardonnay, and it's a Cabernet, but I can't read the yaya from here. But nevertheless, and I'll get up and grab it in just a moment. But nevertheless, I was drinking wine, and I almost never drink wine because I'm always drinking tequila. And that had me saucy, but like one night the Chardonnay got me ripped. Like a glass of Chardonnay, I was ripped. Like I literally should not have went out and went to the bar, and I did anyway. It was like midnight. I was like,
drunk is a different type of drunk.
Yeah. Oh, of course I know. Dude, I went to college. I drank everything. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, dude, it's the sugars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also my thing was, when I tried the A to Z Pinot Noir, it didn't even faze me. I was like keeping my bowl, trying to like get there because I was trying to go to sleep. But I was like, damn, no wonder why I don't drink wine. And then the next day I was like, well, I guess I'll pour up a big glass of this Chardonnay because wine doesn't do shit. And I was sauced. I was so sauced. But like, this is reminding me of that. Like edibles, I know to, tread carefully. Malcolm, if you eat that cormorant sorbet, you finna be asleep. Like this, I do not think would take me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? At all. But I'm noticing all of the desired effects. I'm getting the body relief without being zombified. Nevertheless, thank you, Emily. Emily, because you thought you were safe, favorite dash. Favorite dish with citrus zest. Go. 5.
Is it fair to even
4,
say salmon?
3. Yes, it is. Of course it is.
I love a citrus salmon glaze.
Yes.
It's so good.
Okay. You know what I would like to see when they do like in Chinese cuisine, when they do like not honey glaze, but like a mandarin glaze.
Yeah.
I think like a mandarin glazed salmon with like maybe like lemon zest or lime zest, even orange zest.
My mouth is drooling.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Very, very good. Dude, so good. Also, when you're cooking salmon, always cook it medium rare, and then tent it with a tin foil yaya so that the carryover cook can let it get to a beautiful medium, or like slightly medium rare. You know what I mean? You never want to try and gauge it in the pan. You know what I'm saying? Never. Also, same with pork. Don't try to nail it in the pan. Take it out of the heat and then tent it. And let the carryover cooking do it gently so that the juices can also then be redistributed to the protein that you have made. Same with steak. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way to do it. Or buy a thermometer. They now make, I was talking to Chef Sam about this the other day. I'm only going to ramble a little bit longer than I'm done. I promise I'm going to get to you, Wanda. They now make they now make cooking thermometers that you would like put into a roast or put into a fillet or put into like a chicken, a whole chicken, or like a turkey dinner, Thanksgiving, that are Bluetooth synced to your phone, so that an alarm will go off when that shit's ready to be yaya. I hate that because I'm like such a foodie and I love gastronomy, and you know, technique is important and we should pay attention when we're cooking our food and not be lazy. But also on the other hand, I'm like, this is the Jetsons. Like, that is some futuristic shit that changes the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, especially cooking on a line, there's so much shit going on, you know what I'm saying, and meal prep and shit like that. Man, that's awesome. That's a brilliant idea. And
That's smart.
wherever the stocks are in that, I need to find them so that I can invest. Because that shit's only going to the top. That man, crazy. But nevertheless, Wanda,
Yes.
how are we feeling so far?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Very, very light. Like, very happy, uplifted. I noticed as soon as I did my first dab that it was very, like, it was like very easy to take. It wasn't too harsh.
Okay.
And sometimes I've had in the past where they were super harsh.
Okay.
And it didn't make me cough that much either. I was able to pretty much do a second dab right after too, and I usually have to wait a couple minutes between dabs.
Okay.
So the fact that I was able to kind of do one back to back, I was like, that's nice.
And you also did it fairly hot too.
Yeah.
Yes. So that even it says even more about the quality of that concentrate.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, when it comes to the amount of smoke per how much you put in it, do you feel like it was really milky? Do you feel like it was more on the, you know, lighter smoke size? I don't know how to say that. Do you feel like it was lighter in smoke?
I'd say it's probably a little bit in between the two.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't super, super milky,
Okay.
but it was also not like super, super light. It had some heft to it, but not too much to where it was like harsh or like affected the flavor. And
Excellent.
The flavor was really good too.
Okay, excellent. I will 1000% let you know your why am I this high? Your accent and voice remind on the podcast in particular, doing dabs, reminds me of Caitlin. Caitlin used to come on the podcast and do dabs, and like her talking about the temperature, the way that she is a former employee. Caitlin's at Balm.com. Big shout out to Caitlin. That she really is like a 2-gram dab queen doing fucking earthworms. She was so reckless on the podcast. Yeah. I'm glad she didn't die. But nevertheless, you know, you genuinely sound like you're 1 octane away from Caitlin's voice, literally, and it's great. You're like 1 octane lower. You know, she got a little bit of like a you know, little chipmunk squeak a little bit, but very much reminded me of Caitlin. But nevertheless, beautiful nevertheless. And then now, would you say that this is a top shelf quality dab?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. And now also, when it comes to the flavor profile, what would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it a definite like 10.
Really?
I'd give it a 10.
Okay. Does the berry come through more, or does the lemon that you smell first come through more?
The berry comes through more.
Excellent. Okay, excellent. Okay, very good. Okay. And then very fair. And then Wanda, also, because you thought you were safe, what's your favorite dish with Parmesan? Go. 5,
Chicken
4.
Parmesan Alfredo.
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So now, are you saying is this fried chicken Parmesan on top of fettuccine Alfredo, or Balm? Okay.
Yes.
Balm. Okay. Now I'm extra hungry.
No,
Extra.
Earlier, me and Em were talking about pasta,
Yes.
and ever since I've been just thinking about pasta. Like the rest of the day, I've just been like, I want some pasta.
No, literally.
Pasta's
I'll
so
fuck
good.
up a bowl of mac and cheese.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one of my favorites. Yes. And also, if you have not had the chance Oh my God, I can't remember the name of this restaurant off the top of my head. Mandy's gonna kill me. Okay, here we go. Not Rookadoo. Oh my God, I'll think of it. But nevertheless, it seems as though it's time for that scale of 1 through 10. I am gonna remember the name of this restaurant before this podcast is over, and I'll get back to that thought. But I'm gonna start us off with the scale of 1 through 10. This is a 10. 1000% this is a 10. I don't give a fuck if this guy, the female sign on it, the they, them sign on it. I don't care if it has the Malcolm&Mary sign on it. This is phenomenal. I am so under the influence, it's scary. I said 100% under the influence. I filled I filled this bubbler with water, anticipating smoking two things. Anticipating doing two things. I was gonna do the what was it? I threw it because something happened. But anyways, I was being dramatic. Well, there it is. I was gonna do the Rochester. I was gonna do the beaver cookies. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even open it. I said
I love that.
this would be great for chilling, watching movies, and any happy, lazy activities. I said physically don't feel like doing anything. To my toes, I don't feel like doing anything. Like I was tired when I got out of the shift. I was tired when I got home. I didn't even get a chance to do my 100. But you know what I'm saying? What did I do? Like 20 pull-ups, and then I was like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, went hard in the gym before it. But the difference is now that the energy and my disposition matches that fatigue. But at the same time, I still feel really, really good. I wish there was so many, like, when you go on vacation, you could go out, you're day drinking, you know what I'm saying? You're doing all the drugs. You're just having a good time. But then when 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock rolls around, you're tired, but you're like, well, I still want to enjoy myself. We're like, well, I'll take an edible, but next thing you know, you lights out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I got home at 7 o'clock. I just wanted to yah real quick and go back out. I'm trying to hit the bar. I'm trying to hit the strip. I'm trying to hit the festival. So I'm trying, you know what I'm saying, parade and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit's so lit. And then it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, now I got to take Molly. Now I got to take acid to wake up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never want to put yourself in that predicament and feel cornered in order to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people don't go through things like this. Malcolm King goes through things like this. So I am speaking for myself. But I wish I had known. Because traveling with this, of course you can. You know what I'm saying? I was risking it all, as I do every time. You know what I'm saying? As I still will. But I know that this is a great alternative. If you are traveling.
Yeah.
If you are traveling, this is what you take with you for that chill, cool vibe. You can hide this. You can put it on your shoulder and wear a shirt. No one would ever know. You know what I'm saying? You could put this on your thigh. No one would ever know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? If she coming over, just remember to take it off. But you know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. It's just like, this is a vibe. This is such a vibe. I wish I had this on the beach. I wish I would, you know what I'm saying? Instead of getting tore up from the flow up, so drunk, and you know what I'm saying? People looking at you crazy. Not looking at you crazy. Everybody drunk out there, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? It's beach. It's a good time. But nevertheless, this is
sober weirdo like me that it's like, yeah, drunk people.
Yeah.
I just watch all the drunk people. I'm like, take a shot for me.
Yeah. Yes. But this is, and the fact that it's water resistant. Another reason you need to take
wild.
this.
I love that.
Man, crazy. But this is a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend this. At least, you know, we got the single so you can just try it. You know what I mean? And still get that discount. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm sad it took me this long in order to get this and try it.
No, straight up.
I'm sad. I'm very sad. But I'm happy at the same time. Here we are. But, okay, very fair. And then Emily. And this is, once again, this is the monthly patch from Mobius. Big shout out to Mobius. And then Emily, what are we thinking on that scale of 1 through 10? And remind me what it was.
I also did a Mobius patch, but it was their happy patch. Man, I'm giving this guy also a 10 out of 10. I'm really starting to feel that 50 milligrams of THC, you know, like after having this sap since like, I don't even know what time, like 9:30, 9:45 maybe. Like, it's crazy how much that joint, you know, like how high I feel having to do so little, you know. I'm a huge fan, and I really, truly cannot believe it also took me this long, you know, to try it. So,
and the thing is, we can't be hard on ourselves. We like what we like, but also we're so spoiled. We have so much shit, and half the time,
so many options.
And it's not like we have the same options. There's new shit, so it's like, it's a shame if we don't do what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flour be on the shelf for one day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta grab it.
Peanut butter bread. I grabbed an eighth of it on Thursday, because I was like, I know that motherfucker gonna be gone. I come back today, not even on our shelves. I'm so glad I grabbed that eighth.
Yep.
I would have cried today. You would have seen a real sad Emily. There.
Man. No. But for real though.
And then the joint also would, I'm gonna, you know, for what it is, how much you get, how they're rolled, how much it is, 10 out of 10. You get 10 out of 10. It tastes good. You get high from them. They're quick little half grams. They're not crazy harsh, you know.
Gotcha.
They're ridiculously affordable for the brand, I would say, and what you're getting and how many you're getting. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. God, there was a point in a moment when, like, you, Malcolm, and Wanda were talking, and I was literally sitting here like this.
I noticed that.
Literally was like, I was just locked in, was just so calm, just felt so like in control but stoned, and just
my
like
favorite.
It's good.
Yep.
You know? It's a really nice feeling, and so I highly recommend these to people that like are real busy, like maybe on the go, you got shit to do. Traveling would be fantastic. Man, just imagine a couple patches of these on you. Just stick them one on each wrist. Shit, maybe one on each ankle, bitch.
I'm flying. I'm floating. I'm floating. I'm floating. I'm floating.
I'm floating like that.
Floating.
I'm floating. You know, it's just crazy.
Man.
So next time I'm going on a plane ride, I'm coming soon.
Very much so.
My fucking elbow on my laptop. I'm okay.
Get a patch. Get a patch. Yo, Band-Aids. Bruh. Bruh, create it. Yo, you heard it here first. I want my money. Whoever comes out with that, Jeff Bezos, whoever heard that, I want my fucking money. We want.
Watching Miss Mobius come out with Band-Aids.
Yes.
Malcolm his money.
Yes. Give us our money. That could go to the podcast. I'm tired of this $50 budget. Give me my money so we can have a $200 budget every Wednesday and Sunday.
That's a great idea. She was just happy in the background.
Yeah.
She big sleeping.
Yo, THC Band-Aids, CBD Band-Aids, that's a great idea.
That is a great motherfucking idea.
Wow. I'm trying to think of like a, okay, fair. I'm trying to think of like a, now the wheels are turning. Okay, nevertheless. Okay, very fair. Thank you, Emily. And then, also, Emily, I wanted to say, this is a patch. And just like you, a topical patch, just like you were saying, you're like, I was sitting here like this. It's even difficult for me to word. Like, I smoke like the Santiago from 50-fold, and like that gives me like the humming, like can't really speak. This is giving me that. Like, this is ridiculous.
And the effects can last up to 8 hours.
That part.
8
hours. So, yeah, I'm telling every woman, you have to get it.
Yeah.
You want a pre-roll? How about a patch?
How about a patch? You got pain, you got cramps, you want a patch instead.
You said you just had your period? How about a patch anyway?
Patch.
Patch. Patch. Nothing gets you high anymore? Patch. You want fit?
You know what though? I'm not even kidding. If you're doing the same shit, smoking the same shit, and you're wondering why you're not getting high anymore, try switching it up. Get a patch.
Get a patch. Get a patch. That's gonna be my answer all to end all.
That better be on Wednesday. Just get a patch.
Just get a patch. Just do it.
Get a patch.
Just get a patch.
Nothing gets me high anymore. Just get a patch.
The weed is not the same since I had Thai sticks from the 70s. You know what? You need to try those Thai stick patches over there because they're great.
Bitch, that shit was laced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want real drugs? Try that patch over there. Get you right. Get you right. But very fair. Okay, thank you, Emily. Big shout to Mobius. I cannot stress this enough. And then, Wanda, what are we thinking on that scale of 1 through 10? And would you recommend?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say I agree, 10 out of 10.
Yay!
For
This
both
is a
items,
3 in a row. Yes.
both items are definitely a 10 out of 10 in my book, and
Wow.
I would definitely recommend. I'm actually probably gonna bring in or like have someone put it in my little stick so that it's on there.
Yes.
Because I made those yesterday, and I was like, I need to figure out something to put my name on.
Yes.
So now I'm definitely gonna put that as a recommended when I come in next.
Yes. And make Camilla draw it. Don't ask her to do it. Make her do it. No, I'm kidding. Camilla has great. She has great name tag skills. Great art skills. Period. Very big shout to Miller, and she came in tonight as well. Big shout to Millie's. Then Wanda, thank you, my dear. And because it's your premiere, well, I have to ask you again. What would you say is your favorite dish that is blue? This can be all aspects of food. Go. 5.
Dutch Bros.
I'm screaming,
Dragon
and that's
Ball?
perfect. No, Dutch Bros wins. Dutch Bros wins. That was perfect.
Dutch Bros fiend.
Okay, what's your favorite thing from Dutch Bros? Go. 5,
Blue
4,
Raz,
3, 2, 1. Go.
Blue Raz
Go.
Kiwi Rebel.
Ooh. What is it? I have never been to Dutch Bros, so I'm not sure what this is. What is this?
So Rebel is a energy drink.
Okay.
It's like their energy drink, and you can get
like
it either.
a Red Bull, but
Yeah, it's like a Red Bull.
It's Dutch Bros' way of rebel, but like REBEL, rebel.
Are they using Red Bull?
No, they use their own like
their brand, Rebel.
Oh, okay. And the blue Raz is that fire?
It is. It's really fire. It's really fire.
Okay, very fair. Okay, very good. Okay, big shout to Dutch Bros. And Emily, I told you I would remember what KBZ said that made me shut down my motherfucking iPad and one of the best 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s ever. I asked KBZ what his favorite white chocolate dish was, and you know what he said? Zebra cake.
Shut the
Yep. You know I screamed. I screamed. I hadn't remembered what a zebra cake was until he said that. It had been decades. And I was like, that just like
I love KBZ.
it just tackled me. Like he said that and I was like, you win. You win. You win.
Zebra cake.
You win.
I would have literally not have thought about that.
Lost it. I lost it. What a great choice. But okay, very fair. And I hate the fact that I cannot remember this fucking restaurant. I said that I was going to remember this restaurant. But anyways, nevertheless. Emily, before we close this out, because you thought you were safe, what is your favorite dish with, let's see. What is your favorite dish with? I should say this. What is your favorite dish cooked in oil? Go.
Cooked soaked in oil.
5, 4.
I mean,
3,
it's not a dish, but it's
2,
the only thing I can think of right now, and
1.
it's elephant ears.
Good. That's a great dish. I mean, it is. I mean, it's a, you know.
It just sounded
Hers are
so
so
good right
good.
now.
Yes.
That does
But
actually.
I like a lot of yeah, but elephant ears just sound like they would fucking hit so good right
Yes.
now.
Elephant ears are fire. And I like it when they're like, they've got a good texture on the outside, but still kind of chewy on the inside. You know what I mean?
Chewy and doughy.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, take my money. All
Yeah.
of it. I want like 10, please.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Somebody should make elephant ears, but bat-shaped for you. Now, that would be a fun gift. That would be a fun
That would be
cake.
fun.
Like, for your birthday, doing that
Like,
instead.
stack 'em.
Oh my God, that would
Oh
be
my
funny.
gosh.
That would be great. Okay, no, that needs to happen. That needs to happen. Nudie is the name of the restaurant. Nudie. Yes. Okay, now. Okay, now. This is who says stoners don't have good memory. You have great memory. And also, for those who don't have good memory, go ahead and get you some psilocybin mushroom. Amazing cognitive ability to heal those fibers and neurons in your brains. But Nudie Thai restaurant in, I think it's in Northeast, whatever. We went there for the supper club, and on the menu, this is a Thai restaurant, they had an item, and as I read it, I quote, coconut lemongrass chicken fettuccine Alfredo. And I said, huh? I said, yeah?
Stupid.
What in the world is that? I said, Thai restaurant, fettuccine Alfredo, coconut lemongrass chicken. Well, I had to get it.
That is quite a pairing.
When I tell you, first of all, it comes out, it's yellow. Like, the fettuccine Alfredo is like a bright yellow. The chicken's like bright yellow. Like, you can tell it's a bunch of lemongrass, but like a lot of spice, you know what I mean? And upon eating it, and it had shavings of Parmesan on top, so you know I'm happy. It's my favorite cheese ever. My favorite cheese ever. So upon eating it, it was so unique, very rich, incredibly savory, but it was about, bless you, it was about 60-40 because it was still sweet. Not candy sweet, but the coconut milk definitely lended itself well. And it was so odd, but they put freshly ground cracked black pepper on the top. You know I was happy. It's my favorite spice. And I genuinely was like, this is Thai fusion like I've never seen it before. And that was something you should go to Nudie in itself to try if you know you like fettuccine Alfredo. That shit was fire.
Definitely.
I wish, now there's one thing I would have done differently. I wish they had put a little bit more spice. I would have got it spicier to kind of counterbalance that sweetness and to also bring it more into the Thai realm, you know? But so good. Big shout out to Nudie, Nudi. Big shout out to that restaurant. Amazing date night spot. So authentically Thai. Beautiful decor. Like the ceiling is like moss and like grass.
Ooh.
Like they do like a reverse.
Really pretty.
Yes, they do a reverse. So like the ceiling is yaya and the ground is zzzyyy. It's kind of gnarly. But
I'm starting to speak fluent Malcolm. I
Yeah.
knew what that meant.
Wanda, you shall soon as well. You shall soon as well. But it seems as though this has brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out to everybody smoking weed and enjoying Mary Jane worldwide. You know we appreciate y'all. To Wanda, congratulations on your first podcast episode as well. Very well done, stellarly done. And to Emily, thank you for coming out and partying as always. As always, my pleasure, y'all. And remember, stay high and humble, buy a patch, and we'll see y'all.
Again, happy patches.
And also, and this is another thing before we get out of here, these were good deals. There was a patch that was like $30.
I did see that one.
I
remember you scanned that in. You went, what?
I said, I say, but I said, can't do it. But also, if these are doing this, what the fuck does that do?
I'm curious.
Now I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? But that was an 18-1.
True.
You know what I mean? So this is a 2-1. You know, and yours is a what? A 1-1. So maybe we got the better bargain. We got the bang for the buck. You know what I mean? Ours is a little bit more potent, maybe. But we'll see. We'll have to do that and cut it up and divvy it out. Cause
Katie was saying that she wanted to do more CBD stuff. So
yeah, that one's going to Katie. There you go. Okay, but very fair. But yes, like I said, Ceres Doses Bar is closed. Everybody, remember to say hi and hubble. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. We'll see y'all soon, y'all.